The scary sequel.
John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked in his sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station. Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home. Sorry, I'm just trying to, reposition myself. That's why I'm, doing this weird, intonation with my voice. But the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk. Despite not having touched a drop in hours, he vomited onto his feet. Oh my god, that sounds disgusting. His bare feet. That's even more disgusting than vomiting onto your bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his sick, flecked tone. Oh my god. Scanning up his bare shins, bare knees, he was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, matter transference operator. Then he passed out. Oh my god. Oh no, I meant to read the third page. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had been passed before, but now a man. They needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear: what to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes, command of the vessel, because only he who had saved the president's life twice before could helm the naive, spelt wrongly, crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy, and then it ends there. So they did have a magazine. They did have a magazine inside in the bathroom, which was some writer's magazine. Got a binder here. Tree ring binder. Can I not open it? I'll just throw it on the ground. My dad's not a phone. What's this? What the hell? Ooh, there's a false bottom to the drawer. That's strange. 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, Oregon. Terrence Greenbrier, 1888, Dry Creek. Okay. So that must be the dad. So that means that it was Terrence's uncle was the Oscar Mason guy in the obituary. So this is in 1972. I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often hinged on your development, or lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hill. I will understand something if you feel you something accept this invitation. Yours very sincerely, Oscar Mason, who was the guy in the obituary. Okay, well that's interesting, I guess. Can I have some bottle of water? Yeah, but we had some writers magazine inside in the bathroom, so you're slowly piecing together that especially from all of these notes as well, early space freight, utopia, and end World War II early, time stream too different. What if JFK wasn't JFK? It's like Bubba Hotep, the way that JFK is in that rest home, and he's a black man. President, U.S. plus USSR coalition results in JFK death being desired outcome. Oh my god. Magic bullet theory. Lone gunman. Record JFK off HBO. Grassy knoll something. Why not disrupt something minutes before before Lee Harvey Oswald, not who. Lee Harvey Oswald poisoned, kidnapped, injured, state of emergency in Dallas. Okay, you can do better. So that's supposed to be like some inspirational something. I could like look at, and that's the thing. Like you really, like the game really does like want you to, like you might be wondering, oh my god, why is he like looking at every single like detail here? But the thing is, the game wants you to do that because it's true looking at every single detail like that, and like zooming in and reading everything, that not only do you progress in the game, but you also just piece together what is going on. Pioneer, something, laserdisc player, remote with backlight, double-sided play, headphone, all load of rubbish. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular. Okay, interesting. Here's a book. Benjamin Almond, The Killing of JFK, A Theory. You've seen the movie, discover the truth. A superb work of speculation, plotted with amazing skill and showing a level of magnetic artistry not usually present in such academic pieces. An important new look at the circumstances surrounding one of the greatest tragedies of our time. And Joe, what's like crazy about this as well is that like books don't look like this anymore. Like as far as like the covers are concerned and things like that, they just don't look like that anymore. And this is like 1995, and everything looks like. As someone who was alive in 1995, and someone for whom like the whole atmosphere of this game and what they talk about and stuff like that resonates quite effectively. Uh, like it's just so accurate. Like I remember seeing books that have those kind of like covers and stuff like that with exactly that sort of like graphic design in in libraries and stuff like that. Grab Dad's second book. The Accidental Pariah by Terence L. Greenbrier. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down. It's a James Bond for today's audience. Okay, well there seems to be something else under these. I'm just gonna crouch down here. You can actually just press C to crouch. Oh, it looks like Terence Greenbrier was it just said gosh dad, was looking at something else, like Gentleman, the magazine for men. And it's like a 6-year-old one, so it must have been like his favorite or something. Or maybe he just had it for the articles, like Japan's bloody war on dolphins. Gosh, Dad. Gosh, Dad. Well, I suppose it's his life. He can do what he wants with it. So we've got another magazine here. Fresh, true stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Tell us about our worst moments. Does anybody still care about Beverly Hills 90210? Oh my god. I'm not gathering moss. Got like some coaster here with what looks like a ginkgo leaf like pressed inside it. Newspaper. Ooh, read notes. The accidental villain, ambassador, messiah. The occasional, sometime unreliable savior, hero. Accidental prophet, accidental prophet. So this is obviously like the dad's study or whatever. Study and library. So these are obviously where all of those books came from. Those like overweight boxes, remember? A Stranger Under My Roof, the #1 best-selling advice book for parents of teens. The teen years are fraught with change of all types: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Changes don't affect your teen. The teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenges you've yet faced since having children. Oh my god, the fan is going crazy. I didn't hear it because like I have my headphones on, but the fan is going berserk out there. Out there, it's like outside my headphones. The practical strategies here are based on well-tested principles of pediatric psychology, presented by Dr. Eliza Medina, herself a mother of 2 Shane majors. Okay. So there's evidence here, like both with like the magazine, which you'd wonder, okay, why is the magazine in the dad's study, Joe, that kind of way? Because this is like a teenage magazine and it's inside in the dad's study in his library and stuff like that. But then you find that book and you start to wonder, okay, well, these are obviously his efforts to try and understand his teenage daughter that kind of way. So it does really make sense at the end of the day. Oh, bottle. I don't think I've ever noticed this before. Hanrahan Irish distilled whiskey. I mean, I'll just put that back where it was. I don't think I saw that ever before in another playthrough of this game, because I'm not playing this for the first time, obviously. Okay, I've got to go in here, because like this is just creepy. Like the television is left on. I'm just gonna like turn it off because that is so scary, and that's what that voice was. Like, remember earlier there was like this creepy voice in the background? Well, that's what it was coming from this TV. And you come in here and you just see like everything is like left the way. It's like it really is like the Marie Celeste. That's what it's like. It's like everything is just left. Like it's as if like it's as if that like people just like everyone just disappeared off the face of the earth is what it's like, which is just so strange. We've got like a little coaster in here. And that this one has like a fern inside in it. TV listing. Oh, the X-Files. Obviously very important for the sci-fi writer who is writing the book about JFK going back in time. Oh, no pizza left for me. Just gonna close that back up there. It's like, look at this. Like, look at the room. It's just like so, like, it's just, I don't know. I just love how perfect everything looks. And we've got a button here. Bratmobile. Also the band names. You've got to love them. Like everything just looks so Steppenwolf, Herman Hesse. Oh my god. Like everything is just so detailed. Like you've got like here, like what is just a pen has like everything that you would expect a highlighter pen to look like, do you know? And like just this is like a family living room in the mid-90s. Do you know? It just is. Sam thought this might help Dad. Making friends even when you're making friends, feeling lonely, it's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. Will even teach you to make friends even when you're shy. Oh, it's like overcoming shyness.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Okay, so that's so Sam obviously, despite well, obviously shy, and obviously this person is after this is some person that she's after meeting at school or seeing at school even, who she's after like becoming fascinated by. Notify sender of new address, Greenbrier, 1 Hours Hill. Okay. David Warning. Hey, Hi-Fi Aficionado magazine. Hi Terry, enclosed please find a Pioneer unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue. So that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for the edit. Oh my god, I'd do that like in about 2 hours. Like if you gave me this to do, I could probably do it in about 2 hours. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs, as well as the Laserdisc, and they want us to definitely hit the signal to noise ratio and toslink stuff for the high-end buyers. Like seriously, like half a page is nothing. Oh my god, we've got like a little fort here. Grab couch pillow. I'm just gonna put that. Whoa! I throw it into my own head. Got someone reading here about haunting and poltergeists by Leonard O'Rourke. Pagan ancestors discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. Teach us about our connection with the natural world. We've got a soda can here as well. Dr. Jitters, so misunderstood. Like, do you remember those ads as well? Seeing as we're in the 90s here in this game. Like, do you remember those ads for, like, Dr. Pepper, where it'd be like, I don't know, like Dr. Pepper, their main selling point seemed to be lots of people don't like Dr. Pepper, but there are people who love Dr. Pepper, and the people who love Dr. Pepper know that the only reason the lots of people don't love Dr. Pepper is because oh my god, Beetlejuice and RoboCop. What a combination that is. Airplane and Moonraker. Moonraker is just such a bad movie. And what have we got here? The Andromeda strain. So yeah, these are obviously like the dad's like sci-fi and action movies on video that he has. But yeah, so the only reason the many people who don't like Dr. Pepper, they just don't understand Dr. Pepper. Hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work and to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it has been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, so that's why he had it in his office. Listen to some records and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the magazine to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. David Warning, blah blah blah. Obviously, he's still doing that. Well, it's the book that Dad wrote, The Accidental Savior. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond, a high-class political thriller. With sci-fi elements, it seems. So yeah, oh my god, a cassette. Girl Scout, role model. Let's pop that in here. I should be taking this more seriously. Like the, like I've just arrived home and like my parents are. Oh, that's the candle. I should probably put that back as well. I've just arrived home and like everyone's disappeared. Oh my god, I thought there was a person there. I've just arrived home and everyone's disappeared, and here I am like rocking out when I should be like concentrating on what's going on here.